sure you're ready? I'm not allowed to move now, says camera guy. November 3rd, a balmy 71 degrees. We have a front coming through. It's gonna rain pretty much all day tomorrow. I'm missing an arrow. I wonder if we lost it where we walked in last night and walked out. Come on, get out of here. You go. I gotta pee. We're gonna pee into the wind. I gotta be careful. I just don't want to pee with a ladder. Yeah, it's still my hands. I just asked Curtis what the temperature was outside. He said cold. It's definitely colder than it was yesterday. Yesterday was in the high 70s. I'm assuming it's upper 40s right now, and I feel like temperature of 24 by the time we get out of the tree. We got up this morning. Curtis was completely dressed and ready to go. I was still in my PJs because the thunder was rolling in the background. I was like, I'm not getting in the tree with the lightning and thundering this morning. And it's very hard for me not to get in the tree, even if it's only for an hour or two if it's raining. So we went back to bed this morning. It was pouring thunder, lightning, and the deer started moving about lunchtime. They should move all afternoon, and it's going to get really cold tonight and tomorrow. So we're going to go to a food plot, hunt over the food plot, which is not what I normally would do right now, is try to stay back at the edge of the woods. But we're picking a food plot. It's easy to get into. The wind's good for it. And hopefully those deer start moving. It's only 2:50 right now. We haven't been getting in the tree till about 4. So we're at least an hour early, maybe even an hour and a half. So, but according to the reveals, they're on their feet and the roads are muddy. Woo! It's down the road, Mark. So looking for good times. We already have them. Kansas roads in the rain, in the mud. Can I go forward? Come on, come on. We're going hunting again for the second time, Curtis and I. We got the Polaris, and we got big old mudders on it. We're gonna be muddy. We don't have anything in the back because it'll be all muddy. We got everything up front. So, and we're going down to the food plot where we've killed several good deer. Lucky being one of them. Gerb's killed a couple there, a bunch of turkeys. So we're early. Now we're on time. These were our tracks, if you can see them. Where we almost got stuck. Well, we did, but we kind of got unstuck, luckily. Pure luck. They won't see it. Saves us about 600 yards walking in the heavy, heavy, heavy mud. So it's on the road here. Yes, I'm cheating as much as I can today. All right, let's go get them. What a drastic change from yesterday. 78 degrees, 25-mile-an-hour winds, to the point where we didn't even hunt this morning because of the rain and thunderstorms going through. And that wind is cold right now, I'm telling you. It says mid-40s, but it feels like mid-30s with the wind. We have a heavy wind right in our faces all night. We're hunting a big food plot. I'd rather be hunting the flat in the woods behind it. So we flipped a coin. Every time we flipped the coin this week so far, we were lost, by the way. But we're hunting. And we finally got some good weather to hunt in, so I'm not complaining at all. I got long johns on. After long johns, I got core over top of that, and I got my scout suit on, blocking the wind. So let's kill it. 'Tis the season, baby. It's what we waited for all year. Worked for it. All that time shooting in the backyard. All that time prepping clothes, designing clothes. Big and J feeders, food plots. All comes down to days like today. Beautiful. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I asked Curtis. I've been wearing my scout pants. Emergency number 2 is my mic's done. All right, I'll start over. Take 2. But they're gonna yell at me for touching my mic while I talk. Take that too, the zipper. So I'm using this to clean my nose. That's all this whole story was about. Anyway, Curtis, you and I shot lucky here, right? We shot lucky right here. Died right over there. We shot split G210 back there on that corner, not more than 200 yards from here. What other big deer? We shot a couple other big deer out here. Gerb shot a couple deer out of here. So this is one of my favorite food plots. I say that about every stand I sit in, basically. This is my favorite. Because we're hunting. It should be your favorite. Here's what I'm going to do. Which one's running? They both running?
Yeah, they're both running.
They're both running. Okay, so what we're going to do... Okay. My weird-ass camera guy, who I love, by the way. I'm going to take a picture of him. He's sitting in a saddle on a tree stand. We got great trophy tree stands. I mean, we have some of the best tree stands in the industry. He's standing up, he's sitting back on the saddle. He wants to be cool. Let me show you the picture. This is Curtis trying to be cool. Is it there? Is that you? All right, Curtis, pick an arrow. Pick an arrow, Curtis. Which one looks lucky tonight? That one? This is our lucky arrow. This is Mark rambling that we got to listen to. Hey, cameraman's nightmare. Take 1. Yeah, we just got done hunting, and our shooter buck was at the spot that I was gonna go to. Then we changed our mind last minute because of the weather and the front that went through and all the rain that we had today, so on and so forth. So, and our shooter buck walked right past my tree stand. That's the 5th time this week we have picked, or Mother Nature has picked our choices of tree stands for us. And our shooter bucks walked by. On the way back, when we got back out of the tree stand, got back up to the Polaris, noticed that there was no mud in the back of the Polaris, so we're gonna put all of our equipment back there. So I laid my bow down, took all my clothes. Curtis got us actually a beer, and we were just putting everything in the back. But I forgot to pick my bow back up. Never even crossed my mind to either one of us that my bow is not laying where it normally is on top of both backpacks. I get back all the way to the shop, literally, all the way to the shop, take my backpack out and say, bada bing, bada bang. I had an aha moment. My bow was laying on the ground. We ran over it. I ran over it. So this is my first inspection of it, and I literally ran over it. I can, but that doesn't mean it's not bent. I I just can't see any. My one cable was off the cable guard. It's on. I cleaned it out about the best I can. I can't even believe I'm still just smiling that this whole thing happened. Just out of idiocracy that I laid it down and got busy talking and it's dark and I didn't pick it back up. People ask me why I mark my kisser buttons or my nose buttons and stuff. Because I might run over with the boat or the ATV someday. I'm afraid to shoot. I don't know why I'm afraid to shoot or pull back. I almost spined that arrow.
Those are good.
It's not dead on, but it's close. Look, I split it. It's broken. I can't believe we just went over my bow. I got so lucky. Unfortunate, we sat at the wrong stand tonight, and my shooter buck came at the stand where we're supposed to be sitting at, and I just changed my mind last minute. But as far as the bow, running over a bow, and then it still shoots like this. That's pretty good. I just had to move it, the tape.
Yeah.
We'll shoot it tomorrow, but it's shooting pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've shot.
They look straight when they're coming
Their
out.
dozen arrows are coming out
Yeah,
straight. So the bow itself is structurally fine.
So.
True thing is, I'll move the tape and see if then if I shoot a 50 and 60, are they just still grouping? But we're 25 yards, so. All right. Put that on the.
Where do you want me to put it?
Sometimes I don't run out.
Looks like killer.
Alright. Oh yeah. Probably killer. I don't know how many days we've been hunting, but I can tell you how many years we've been hunting that deer. That's killer 10. And we just spanked him. He had blood gushing out of both sides. Killer 10 is at least 8.5 years old. I'm not sure, but I think I take it back. It's the second time or the third time we've seen him live, and it's all 3 this year. Matt and I saw him during early season muzzleloader. We were putting all of our stuff away, and he shows up in the field. Tyler and I were bow hunting, and he came through, and it was too dark, not enough camera light. Not today, baby. Bam! He's a stud. I couldn't hold back any longer. I mean, wait any longer. As soon as he turned close enough, we hammered. We got blood gushing out both sides. He's down on his fence line somewhere. Killer 10 is dead.
Yes.
Did you see the blood gushing out?
Gushing.
Just gushing.
Yes.
it's unexplainable how exhilarating. And I've said it before, and I know it's so corny, but if you could bottle what's pumping through my veins right now, you'd be a billionaire. How many years we have hunted a deer like this. And we have 4 of them like that. We have 4 of them in that 7 to 9 year old range. You don't know how hard it is to get close to those deer. Those deer just start doing those things that other deer just don't do. These deer never go the same route twice. For him to come here is very unusual. But this is that time of the year. We got our first cold front come through. It's 34 degrees out here. The range just went through. Everything lined up. I don't know. We've been here 8, 9, 10 days. It's been a long drag. It paid off. One of the oldest deer on our farms. He has smoked us so many times. He has made me work so hard. And we just hammered him. Here's where he is. It's a mess. A good mess.
Yes.
It's a good mess.
I don't know how you have the patience to do the talking on TV thing, because I would run after that deer if I knew I had that deer down. You're so much more patient than I am.
I am young man. I went from a short thing to a, He's got guts hanging out.
Is it?
He's walking. As it goes, nothing's easy. My shot was a little low. We just saw the deer. He's actually just walking. I can see something hanging out. We just got a picture of him actually past one of the reveals. His head straight down, mouth wide open. So we're gonna have to give him either till tonight or tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, he bedded down 3 times within 100 yards. So he's gonna pass. It's just you don't want to jump him up again. It's better off just letting him lay there. So we're probably just gonna wait till tomorrow morning. The unfortunate thing is we got a lot of coyotes, but it is what it is. I don't want to jump him. Unfortunate, but that's what we gotta do. It's a long trek, but there's about 15, 20 crows up there on top of the hill next to the goat tree. They say follow the bird. That's what we're gonna do. I haven't found a drop of blood, not one. Lost tales are meant for a reason. They're true. Every one of them has a grain of truth to them. Follow the birds, they say. Follow the birds. We couldn't find any blood. I was reluctant. Just so, yeah, come on up, Chris. Keep coming. I shouldn't tell him where we're at. Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks. Follow the birds. Follow the birds. Yeah, whatever. Curtis and I couldn't find any blood, and we both kept thinking in our heads. I'm right, Curtis. I know you can shake that camera up and down. Yes, that we were like, we just want to go to the birds. We just want to go, but we gotta look for blood. That's the right thing to do. If it comes to the blood at the birds right away, we'd save ourselves some time because our buck's right over here, Corbett.
That's awesome. Oh, congratulations, brother.
He's not the biggest buck we've ever shot, but I got to tell you, this is probably one of the more prouder bucks. His body actually has gotten smaller. He's even on the cameras when he walked on. Wait till you see the video, Chris. Whenever he walked in, we got great video of him walking in. He even looked old already. He just walked like he had bad hips and bad back, and
I can't imagine what he was like when he was big. If this is what he looks like when he's small.
When he was in his prime, he had his times.
What a monarch!
And he's always had the unmistakable, really 8-inch, 9-inch long brow tines. Huh?
He made us earn it.
Yeah, he did, and it was so, I don't know, prophetic that the crows.
Yep.
We were laughing at it yesterday, making fun of that old story that. I wonder if that's really true. We know it is. We know the birds will come to it, and we've heard how many hunters say that that's what they do. And these birds were right above him. I mean, literally, in that tree right there, that big oak tree.
Yeah. So
Walked
this is
around
where you
this
found
corner.
him.
Walking right here.
So
Walked
that
around
he
this
had a
corner.
bed there.
He
and
bedded
then
down. This is home
tried,
for him.
Tried to get up and couldn't do it.
If you walk through this next little gully up here, you'll see buck rubs and beds everywhere. It's him. That's why he was so hard to kill.
Just a monarch of a deer.
Yes. Yeah,
Look
baby.
at all this junk.
Yeah, baby. Hey,
Wow.
never apologize for your God-given right to hunt.
That's awesome. Glad I could be here, buddy.